Hey everybody. Alright, so this winter I posted a video showing how we're trying to manage hybrid poplars for deer habitat, because like I said, in this area probably about 20 years ago lots of hybrids went in, and then the company that was going to harvest them went bankrupt, so all these landowners were stuck with these hybrid poplars, and now at this point they're starting to die out. So I wanted to show you again what you can do to manage them for better deer habitat. So this is on our neighbor's land. This will all end up getting cleared eventually. Most of it has. This is a little pocket he hasn't cut out yet. But this is 4-year-old hybrid poplar growth. So as you can see, it's made a nice dense thicket already in here. What they did was they harvested the hybrids. They found somebody that was willing to take them. They didn't get paid for them, but somebody took them just to get them out of here. And what happened is these hybrids prolifically stump sprouted, and they also sent out some root suckers. Like you can see, that tree right there was a root sucker. This is where the rows were. Boom, boom. Right there, boom, boom, boom. But they sent up these root suckers, and they sent up these stump sprouts and made this nice dense thicket. Now he's pasturing this ground, so it would be much thicker in here if he didn't have cattle in here. But you get the idea. If you have hybrids that you're not sure what to do with, bust out the chainsaw and start knocking them down. It actually, the way they're planted, it doesn't get that thick, once you knock them down. You just cut a few trails through it, but it's actually way less labor intensive than, let's say, that you had a dense aspen thicket that you wanted to reset on your land. It's a lot more chainsaw work than this is. This is pretty easy. You just start knocking them down, and then once you get them down, you go back and cut trails through. But you can see this is thick. 4-year-old hybrid aspen regen, or hybrid poplar regen, I should say, sorry. And this is, if this was going to be left alone, this would be a great bedding area for deer. This is great food for deer. You can see the stuff that's in their reach. They're browsing on it. But yeah, if you're not sure what to do, bust out the chainsaw and you're going to have something that looks like this. A nice aspen thicket. These also grow really great from cuttings. If you take new growth cuttings in the spring when they're dormant, I like to do stuff that's about as thick as my finger, maybe a little less thick than that. Yeah, that's about right, about the size of like my pinky. Stick them in the ground, 2-foot cuttings, 1 foot deep. Scar one side of the cutting. That's going to go in the ground. Just with a knife, just scrape along one side and stick them in the ground, and they grow very, very well. You'll have a very high rooting rate with these. So if you know of a neighbor that has some that were freshly cut and there's new growth, just go ask them if you can take some and plant them in the spring. This neighbor's been really nice, and he's let me take some for planting on ours. So, but you do have to protect them because the deer love them. They're going to eat those fresh growth cuttings. So you're probably going to have to tube them or cage them if you're going to try plant these from cuttings. But anyway, while the tree's still alive, if you got hybrid poplars on your land, cut it down. At about that 20-year mark, they start to die back. If they completely die off, you're going to not have an opportunity to do this. So you want to do it while there's still energy in that tree, so it can send up the next generation of trees that look just like this. Pretty awesome. All right, y'all take care. God bless.